A local woman is suing a Blue Springs pet store, claiming it sold her not one, but 2 sick puppies. And one of those puppies died when he was just 10 months old.
I don't want anybody else to have to go through what I've gone through.
I'm KSHB 41 investigator Cameron Taylor. Over the past year, we looked into allegations raised by Gina Moore from Bates City and consumers who bought puppies from Petland stores in 6 other states, including Florida, where the Attorney General recently recovered $200,000 for pet owners. Tonight, you'll hear from Gina, a local veterinarian, and the Humane Society of the United States. You'll also hear from Petland Inc. and the local store. We begin with Gina's story.
I seen Buddy and I just fell in love with that dog.
Gina Moore would not know it then, but Buddy would help her heal.
He made me smile, and I hadn't done that in quite a while.
Gina brought the English Mastiff home in February of 2019, nearly 4 years after her oldest son, Chris, died by suicide.
This is a letter that he wrote me. It says, "Love always and forever, your son Chris." And I called him Buddy.
Buddy, a special nickname for her son, now continues with her 4-legged companion.
He's more like my son I lost than a dog.
Gina bought the Mastiff from the Petland store in Blue Springs, Missouri. The price, more than $1,500 for the 4-month-old puppy. When you were buying this puppy, what did they tell you?
He was registered, he's healthy, he was come from a good breeder.
The examining veterinarian even signed this document stating Buddy was healthy and fit for sale. But 2 months later, when Buddy was just 6 months old, Gina's veterinarian diagnosed the puppy with hip dysplasia, a crippling disease, often linked to genetics, affecting the growth of a dog's hip joint. Gina alleges she told the store about Buddy's diagnosis.
I told him he's got problems, and they says, "Well, we can either give you your money back or give you another dog."
But Gina would not give up on Buddy, a loving reminder of her late son's memory. She took Buddy to the University of Missouri's Veterinary Health Center for surgery to replace his right hip.
They never worked on an animal that big, but they got him through it.
And today,
Easy.
Buddy is up on all 4 paws, doing surprisingly well.
He means everything to me. He's my companion.
Gina's lawsuit alleges she spent more than $30,000 in veterinary bills for Buddy. Because of Buddy's health issues, the lawsuit says the store offered Gina a second puppy under its warranty program. This brindle English Mastiff named Axel.
There's his short little legs.
But a few months later, veterinarians diagnosed Axel with congenital renal dysplasia, resulting in renal failure. Gina had to make the heartbreaking decision to put Axel down. He was just 10 months old.
That was so hard. It was like losing my son again.
In court documents, Gina claims the store either knew or was intentionally ignorant of Buddy's health problems and Axel's increased risk of significant health issues. Her lawsuit also alleges the store misrepresented that Buddy and Axel came from breeders certified by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Instead, Gina's lawsuit claims both dogs came from puppy mills, which significantly heightened Buddy's risk for hip dysplasia and increased Axel's chances of having significant health issues.
They're not healthy. Within a year of them being alive, before their first birthdays, we found out they had issues.
In court records, the store denied Gina's allegations and said the dogs were examined by a veterinarian and determined to be in good health. The store's attorney sent us a statement saying he anticipates Gina's case will be dismissed. He also said Petland Blue Springs has a state-licensed consulting veterinarian that examines all puppies and provides customers with a 14-day viral and bacterial warranty, as well as a 2-year congenital and hereditary warranty. During our investigation, we discovered Gina's lawsuit is not an isolated case. We found at least 20 other lawsuits against Petland Inc., its franchise stores, or both, in 7 states since 2017. And here's a breakdown of the common allegations in the lawsuits: the health of the puppies, the source of the puppies, and the warranty program. And of those lawsuits, about half are pending, a handful are dismissed, 6 settled, including a Florida Attorney General's case that recovered $200,000 for consumers, and in another case, a Missouri man won $1,200. A corporate spokeswoman said the health of the pets is always a priority. She added most legal claims involve customers who refuse to follow the warranty terms. And she's not aware of any lawsuit in the last 15 years that involved any finding of wrongdoing or liability by Petland Inc.
This company has been under fire for years.
John Goodwin is with the Humane Society of the United States. He and his team have investigated the source of Petland puppies for nearly 20 years and the stores themselves for 6 years.
So many unsuspecting families end up getting puppies who are sick or otherwise have very expensive veterinary conditions.
Goodwin told the I-Team he's read the lawsuits we reviewed.
Unfortunately, we're getting complaints like this literally every day.
A Petland corporate spokeswoman said groups like HSUS continue to misrepresent its business.
So I am a board-certified small animal internal medicine specialist.
Dr. Heather Kvitko-White is a Kansas City veterinarian. She says she's treated sick Petland puppies within the last 4 years. When you hear the name Petland, what crosses your mind?
Sick puppies. That's the first thing I think of is sick puppies.
That's a powerful statement.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could ask a large number of veterinary professionals and have a similar first reaction.
On average here, when a Petland puppy came to your clinic, on a scale from 1 to 10, how sick were they?
Probably range between 6 and a 9. Yeah, pretty sick.
Although Gina is still grieving Axel's death,
This was right after Axel passed away.
she wanted to share her cautionary tale to protect other pet owners. What is your message to someone who might be considering buying a dog from Petland?
Run. Run and don't look back.
Gina's case is set for trial in December. You can read more of the statements from Petland Blue Springs and Petland Inc. on our website, kshb.com. For the KSHB 41i team, I'm Cameron Taylor.